How much space do you think you actually need to feel at home? If your answer to that question is under 400 square feet, I think you're gonna like what I have for you today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew, and today we're taking an in-depth look at a 34-foot tiny home. Let me know in the comments if you think you could live in a space like this. Let's take a closer look. This tiny home is manufactured by a company called Mint Tiny Homes and located in British Columbia, Canada. Mint has been building these since early 2014 and have quickly become one of the largest manufacturers of tiny homes in the Northwest. The model we're looking at today is called the 34-foot loft edition, and as the name implies, it features a dual loft floor plan and has a total living space of 386 square feet. The 34-foot loft edition can actually come in multiple different configurations, which you can check out on their website that's linked in the description below. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. First, let's talk about the outside. The home is built on a 34-foot trailer featuring a 6x2-inch box tube outer frame with 3x2-inch box tube cross members placed every 18 inches underneath. And under the frame, you'll find 3 heavy-duty 7,000-pound axles giving you a total GVWR of 21,000 pounds. At the front A-frame of the trailer, you'll find the 12,000 BTU mini split heating and cooling system and a spot for 2 propane cans. Now most of the time, if you're parking a tiny home like this, you'll have hookups to a much larger propane supply, but it's nice to have the option of propane cans if need be. Next to the front door, you'll find 2 110-volt outlets, which is a great outdoor power source if you have plans to build a patio. On the driver's side, at the back of the home, you'll find hookups for your 50-amp shore power, which is what the home runs on. Toward the middle of the home, you'll find more 110-volt plug-ins, your freshwater hookup, and below it, you'll find the gray and black water wastegates. One thing to note about this home is that it was not built with onboard holding tanks. It is an option to have them installed, but this particular home was spec'd without them, so the gray and black water will have to be tied into a city sanitary system or a septic field. At the front of the home and behind this access panel is the hot water on demand unit. And below it, on all 4 corners of the trailer, you'll find traditional scissor jacks for added stability when parked at your destination. The exterior of the home is built from what's called LP Smart Siding, which is made from wood fibers as opposed to concrete found in hardy board. This is designed to cater to a variety of different climates and lasts longer than traditional hardy board or cedar siding. The roof of the home is super durable and made from a metal Duraclad, so it'll hold up to any climate without any issues. The home has a combined R value of R21 thanks to its closed cell spray foam insulation and residential double pane windows. The roof and walls are framed from 2x4, which makes it especially convenient if you need to mount anything to the interior wall space. Overall, the exterior is a very simple standard design, but I think the windows, white trim paneling, and the color of the home really give it unique character. Despite this being a tiny home, the inside actually feels quite spacious, thanks to the bright interior, vaulted ceilings, and large windows. When you enter the home, you walk through a really cool residential-sized glass door, which helps bring in tons of natural light. Once inside, you'll find yourself in the kitchen, which offers a pretty impressive amount of space. One of my favorite parts about this space is the farmhouse-style sink and the amount of light the large front window brings in. That makes a huge difference in making the space feel a lot larger than it is. Surrounding the sink is a butcher block style countertop that spans the entire width of the home up front and curves around towards the end of the kitchen, so there's certainly no complaint about kitchen prep space or room for a coffee maker or toaster. And speaking of coffee makers and toasters, just above the counter on the wall there's 4 different 110 style plugs for multiple kitchen appliances. Further left in the kitchen, you'll have a stainless steel range hood with lighting and multiple fan speeds. Below that is a Furrion 3-burner gas cooktop with a cast iron grate, and beneath that is a Furrion gas oven. The home does come with a fridge as well, but as you can see, it's fairly small, and given the space provided, I think I would probably put in a double-door fridge. One thing that's potentially more important than counter space in a kitchen is storage space, and the tiny house has a pretty decent amount. Directly next to the fridge, you'll find some cupboard space along with a water heater bypass neatly tucked away. Underneath the oven is a nice full-length soft close drawer. Next to the oven is one of the best space-saving designs for a home like this. When you open the cabinet door, you'll have 2 shelves on a swing-out arm that tuck away to the back corner of the counter. This makes it way easier to access everything, and the shelves seem sturdy enough to hold a decent amount of weight. Underneath the sink, you'll see a typical amount of storage space, and on either side you'll find 3 full-length soft close drawers as well. I think for me and what I need in a kitchen, that's probably enough storage space. One thing I would add though is exposed shelving or extra cabinets along the top here on the wall, just because it's nice to have a spot for plates, bowls, and cups like I would normally in my house. And because it's built out of 2x4 framing, you can actually mount things to the wall like that. So that's one thing I would probably change. Something else to mention about the kitchen space is the ceiling height. Due to the loft being directly above and me being 6'4", the track lighting happens to be low enough for me to hit my head on. However, this doesn't really matter as it's not something I would be concerned with, but for those of you who might be taller than I am, keep that in mind. Once you're past the kitchen, you enter kind of a unique area in the home. To the right hand side is a large window that helps bring in tons of light. With this space, what I would likely do is put in some sort of bar top or bar stools and make it an eating area. There might be enough room for a small couch, but I'm thinking the bar top would make more sense. On the opposite wall is a small cupboard space. Inside, you'll find a coat hanging rack with a couple cubbies for storage as well, and at the bottom, you'll find your battery disconnect and fuse box. Above the kitchen and up this removable ladder, you'll find the first of 2 loft spaces. And in case you're wondering, the only way to move around up here is by crawling, but that's just the beauty of a loft. The space measures 6'10" by 7'4" and has easily enough room to fit a king-size bed and other small bedroom furniture. The loft has large windows on each of the walls which let in plenty of natural light, and it also comes with built-in shelving for clothes or books. Looking above the shelving, you get a great view of the vaulted ceiling, exposed cedar beams, and the second loft. Back downstairs, the entry to the second loft starts at this staircase, which also doubles as a storage space under the first 3 steps. The dimensions of the second loft are slightly larger than the first, measuring 7'1" by 7'9", but it doesn't include any built-in shelving like the first. Back downstairs, moving to the rear of the house, is the bathroom. This room actually has a great amount of space, making it comfortable enough to move around and do your business. The space will include a full-size stackable washer and dryer, as well as a 4-foot wide glass shower, a porcelain toilet, and a vanity. Finally, at the very back of the home is a large room which can double as either a master bedroom or living room space. Combining the large emergency exit windows and the vaulted ceiling, this room definitely feels spacious. A nice feature they've added in here is a shelf against the back wall. It's a little high, so a stool would definitely be handy to keep nearby, but it's a great way to add some additional storage to a space that definitely needs it. So what do you think? Is that actually enough to live in? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you'd like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're someone who's interested in purchasing or more information on these tiny homes, you can email me at contact@drewanthony.ca and I'll get you set up with some more information. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.